What it is, guys, it's your Dan, and we're back again with another review, so let's just get into it. This one is for Lila's Skyark. Lila's Skyark was developed by Monolith of Minds and published by Graffiti Games and uses the Godot engine, and it is part of the Resolution series. It is on the Nintendo Switch, Steam, and Epic Games, and you can also play it via a website, apparently. I'm not sure how that one works, but I can always drop a link in the description or in the comments, pin it so you guys can check that out there. So this game originally came out on April 21st, and I've had it for a while. I've been working on it, working my way through the game. I'd like to try and hit credits by the end, before I do a review, so I can give you the best, most comprehensive review possible. And basically, this game is a prequel to the Resolution story, and the premise is that Sky Island is under attack. Lila and her friends, Mr. Keepshin and Dr. Father Sir, have to fight back with copper, bone, and powerful alchemy against a fleet of deafening ships. And it is really a genre of adventure, action, shooter, puzzly indie game. And it's kind of a different mishmash of different genres pulled together to create something. And it's got a really nice art style. The gameplay is very smooth. It sat locked at 60 FPS for most of the things for me. I kept it, tried to make it stay at a locked 60 FPS, but for some weird reason, I saw dips and stuff like that. The game has an FPS counter built into it, so you can track that stuff. And you can see that down in the bottom right hand corner. So I run an RTX 2060 and a Ryzen 7 2700X, so I shouldn't have had any problems running this, but for some odd reason there was dips, but that happens, and it didn't affect the game overall because the game is of a specific art style and it feels like it runs very smoothly. I was doing this on a Xbox controller. It also works with the Switch controller, the PlayStation 5 controller, the PS4 first party controller, and the Nacon Revolution Unlimited controller. Those are the controllers that I tested, and it worked perfectly. Plug, play, hook it up using Wi-Fi, Bluetooth stuff, works perfectly. No problems. It just great accessibility for that. It doesn't really have much in the way of like a tutorial on how the game plays. It's a really weird game in the fact that it's very psychedelic and it doesn't really lead you by the hand or give you a tutorial. You're supposed to just fumble about and work out how to go about the game. And all in all, it's not a bad playthrough, and I thought that they did a good job with it. I definitely think that the game has some potential. As an indie game, it does have a lot of charm, and I felt like the game was a lot of fun to play. I feel that it could be something that would do very well for content creators who like to play those indie story games, and I feel like it could do quite well in that area. And all in all, it's not a bad game. It has some quite charming things to it, and I feel like it has the potential to do very well. Sadly, it's only received a 56% on Metacritic, and as of recording this, it doesn't really have any other reviews out there that I've seen. But you can download it on Epic, on Switch. I don't know if there's going to be a physical release. From all of my research, there hasn't been confirmation of a physical release, but there are companies out there like Limited Run that might end up doing one if the game does well. So it's a really good game. I feel like it's very charming in its indie style. It does have a lot to offer. I feel that whilst it doesn't give you like a guide on what you're supposed to do, for me personally, I wouldn't recommend playing this for myself. But I feel that this is a game that a lot of people will enjoy. So I would say if you do like that style of explore to understand the story kind of thing, and a lot of reading, you might like this game. I feel that it's charming and the characters are well developed, and the battle system is pretty interesting. And I appreciate everyone who's checked out the video and got this far. Thank you for hitting the like button and commenting. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the support of late. It's definitely one that I personally wouldn't play on stream or do much with. It does seem like a one and done for me personally, but it does have a certain level of charm to it. I feel that it could have an appeal to a lot of different people, and it's definitely got its level of quirkiness, and the art style makes me think of like old retro games and stuff like the old 8-bits and the old like games like Journey and stuff like that. Makes me think of those, because it doesn't tell you what you've got to do or lead you anywhere and tell you where the story is, but you need to know that when you've read what the game is about. So I feel like it's kind of telling you what you're supposed to be doing, but not leading you by the hand, which is good for some people, not good for others. It does have a level of charm to it, and I feel that the enemies that you encounter and the things that you do through the game do have a lot of charm to them. I've said charm a lot today. It's very cute and adorable. I do like the art styles. I showed off early gameplay because I didn't want to spoil anything for people, but it is quite a nice game. It has some cool battles. The fighting system is very interesting. You have a backpack, you can put things in, you can fill it up, and then you have weapons in which you can attack with. It's actually very interesting in the way they've done it, because there's no swords or weapons. You just have to use the environment around you to be able to do certain things. And I feel that is a nice way of approaching a non-combat based system in a way that has combat, you know? It's kind of like an oxymoron, but it's a nice way to look at it and to go about making something a little bit more interesting. The puzzles that they've added in are pretty interesting. They've done a really good job with trying to make the game have a level of engagement and something that you have to overcome, not that it's like just a walk-through journey. I feel that's a really good thing. If you have played this, let me know what you think of it. Sound off in the comments if you have anything that you'd recommend, or maybe you'd like to see a follow-up video. Let me know. I do think they've done a really good job with it, and I like some of the character designs. I feel like it is a one and done game, sadly, because a lot of games out there don't have that longevity, but it's really cool. All in all, it's definitely something that I recommend to content creators who like the indie style and want to try out something a bit different. It's overall, I would say that for me, it's not something I would rush out and buy, but you can play it on all these different platforms. Sadly, it's not on Xbox or PlayStation for those who are on those consoles. You have to wait until either they get a port for it or something else, or play it on a different platform, sadly. But all in all, it's charming, it's adorable. They've done a really good job of it, and I feel like it's got a level of design that shows that they've really thought about the world that they've created and the way that it should evoke certain things of you through the music that they've put into the game and how each part of the game works together as a whole. And I think that's really cool. So that's my opinion. If you guys have a difference of opinion, please sound off in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. Hit me up on social media for all that stuff. Check us out on the streams that we do. We're live on the channel Tuesday through to Sunday, and you can hit us up there. We also have the members button. Hit the members button, the join button, to become a member. It really does support the channel, and you guys are amazing for all the support you've shown, and I really do appreciate it. This is something I like doing. I like to shine a light on indie developers who put their heart and soul into a game and try to come up with something that isn't the same as what everyone else is doing. But if you have a difference of opinion, please sound off in the comments. I really do like to have conversations with you guys regarding that sort of thing, because the variety of different opinions and perspectives that people can have on games is very interesting. I do think that they've got something that is quite adorable and charming in this game, and I feel like it has a lot of potential to do very well, especially in the streamer space, for different gamers and stuff like that. Thanks for seeing the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.